Hey fuckers, Archie Luxury here, and I want to talk about lenses. That's right, lenses for your camera. And hey fuckers, you can go all out there, and some rich nasty fuckers out there, they got all sorts of lenses. But I want to show you what lenses can you get at a fair price. So these are budget lenses for Nikon. So let's have a look here. So this here is the original D80 Nikon I got, and it came with a kit lens. It came with a, let's have a look at what this lens was. It came with quite a good lens, and it was a Nikon, it's an AFS lens, so it's got the motor in the lens, and it was an 18-70, and it's a DX lens. It's a DX lens. It's got a aperture of 3.5 to 4.5. It's a G lens, and that's basically your everyday sort of kit lens there. And it's a great for, you know, if you would just want to put a camera, you want to give it to the wife to use, put it in auto mode and start fucking shooting. So that's the 18 to 70, which covers most sort of shots for punters. The next lens I would highly recommend to you. So that kit lens there, that's not an expensive lens. Usually comes with your camera. So I got it with the D80. But that lens there can be used on my new camera, which is a Nikon D7000, because it's a DX lens. And the D7000 is a DX camera. The next lens, next bit of glass I bought, this is very, very inexpensive. And this is a telescopic lens, fuckers, a telescopic lens. And it's a 70 to 300. So this is a, this is a really, really long lens, fuckers. It's really, really, really long, and it looks impressive on the camera. And this is a great lens. It's not expensive. It's a bit plasticky, but hey, it's about $100, brand new for a lens. I mean, you can't really complain about that, can you? Hey, $100, fuckers, $100. And what it gives you, you often don't use this type of lens a hell of a lot. It's a Nikon AF, and it's a 70 to 300, and it's a the aperture is 4 to 5.6. It's a G lens as well, so it's quite a nice lens to have in the kit. So where this lens would be useful is if you're at a kid's sports day and you're taking some shots from a long way away. This is a very, very good lens to have. It's a telescopic lens, so it's a lens which you can use, fuckers. You can use to get the action whilst you're a fair way away. So 70 to 300. So you see how I've got the gap? So let's just look at that. My basic kit lens is 18 to 70, and then my telescopic lens is 70 to 300. So that kind of fills a big gap there. A lot of punters would just stay at that. But fuckers, let's have a talk about getting a little bit more glass. And one lens that is absolutely fantastic, if you want to go more into pro on a budget, it's a prime lens. So a prime lens, see these other ones here, 70 to 300 and 18 to 70, they all zoom, because that's what they do. They zoom, so you can go from 18 up to 70, and this other one is 70 to 300. This 50mm lens I got here, it's fixed. It doesn't zoom. It doesn't zoom. It autofocuses, but it does not zoom. It's a fixed 50mm. And this is a really, really professional lens, because what makes it special, what makes it so special, is the fact that all these other ones here, the aperture is 4 or it's 3.5. This is a 1.8. So 1.8 lens, that means you're going to get crisp. You can have photos of a person, a portrait shot, and the background's really blurry, but they're in focus. So that's the lower the aperture, it also is faster. It's a very fast lens, and this is about $100. Okay, so that's what I mean. This is photography on a budget, fuckers. Professional photography on a budget. 1.8 aperture, 50mm lens. Hey, that's a fucking fantastic lens there. That's for $100, fuckers. And if you want another lens to go with that, just hang on. I'll get it for you now, fuckers. Now I've actually got this fitted to my Nikon D7000. It's a 35mm lens, and this is a this is probably my favorite lens at the moment. So it's a fixed aperture lens. It's a prime lens, fuckers. It's an AFS. It's got the motor in it, whereas the other one doesn't. And it's a 35mm fixed aperture, 1.8 aperture. This is a magic lens. It's a little bit more expensive, this lens. This was about $250 brand new. $250. And you are shooting like a fucking pro, fuckers. Like a pro. Like a pro. So there you go, fuckers. That's some inexpensive lenses. And sometimes, if your job depends on it, you need to buy a really good pro lens. And here we go. This is my pro lens. This was about $500. It's a 60mm macro lens. That's right, it's a macro lens, fuckers. And this is what I use to photograph a lot of watches. And the aperture on this lens here, it's a 2.8, 60mm macro lens. It's fucking amazing. So that's one lens that I splurged on. I got a really good one. But I'm just trying to show you Nikon on a budget, fuckers. And these lenses here, so let's look at it. The kit lens, you can buy that secondhand on eBay for about $100. The telescopic zoom, that's the 70-300. That was brand new, I think about $130. The 50mm lens, that's a very nice size lens. That was $100. And finally, the 35mm lens, $250, and you're shooting like a fucking pro. And in my case, I've also got the macro lens, which is because I'm a specialty photographer. I need that expensive lens, but most people wouldn't have a need for that. Those other lenses I've spoken about, those 4 lenses, the kit lens, the zoom, the 50mm, and the 35, hey fuckers, for professional photography on a budget. I'm Archie Luxury, saving you cash, fuckers. Oh, fuckers, I nearly forgot. Speedlights. If you want to be like a pro, get yourself a Nikon SB700, and that'll fit either my my D80, my D7000. It'll fit all the Nikon DSLR cameras. And this was about $330, and you can shoot inside like a pro, fuckers. It lets you do bedroom photography, it lets you do portraits inside. That is an essential part. That's $350 with shipping. Very well spent, fuckers. So there you go, the Archie Luxury Nikon Ensemble, helping you get the best out of life. See you later, fuckers.